This is my review of the Leatherman Rebar 4 years in. It's still my only multi-tool that I use on a regular basis. It's performed very well over the years, so if you're thinking of getting one, here's some key points that will hopefully persuade you to get one. I think they were released in 2012, however still as good as they were back then. So starting at the top then, got needle nose pliers. I don't know if you can see, but it closes absolutely perfectly at the end. You can get even tiny things with those. Moving down slightly into the larger teeth in here, you've got slightly less teeth than you would on a larger tool, but it is a medium-sized tool, so you can get most things with those. Moving down slightly into the premium, they call it, replaceable wire cutters. This is one of the best parts about the rebar, is that you can replace using that star screw in there. For a tool this size, that's quite unheard of, and you can go to Leatherman to get some new blades put on them. They are 154 stainless steel, I believe. I've never had to change them. They're nice and sharp, and they've seen reasonable use. And then further down they've got another little recess, which they call the hard wire cutters. So you can jam things in there and you get good leverage with it as well. It's only 4 inches the tool in total, but you can get some good leverage on that. And so very impressed with the nose pliers. They haven't shifted at all, very solid. You can see on the outside of the tool, you've got the rulers, you've got centimetres and inches. Now if you're using the tool like this, I think you've lost the plot personally, but it does give you 19 centimetres and 8 inches, and that's from end to end. So I don't personally use it, but you might. So opening the tool up then, gives you nice click into place, and now that's solid. Going on to the first side, picking up a serrated blade, you pull all the way out to the end and it clicks in. Now that's solid. What I like to do is use it like this, and that gives us the most usage of the blade. If you fold it all the way together like this, that tends to get in the way a bit, but nice blade, easy to get out and locks nicely. And to get it back in nice and easy, press on the end, and by minding your fingers, folds all the way back in. So what else we've got on this side? We've got a screwdriver that's really nice, long shaft, which the Leatherman are famous for. It's precision machine, locks in nicely. I think it's about a 2 on the crosshead there. Use that quite a lot, no problems at all. And to put it back in, simply on there. Now if we pull out the can opener, don't use it too much, to be honest. If you take it to a festival or something like that, it can do the business. Just in there, which is worth noting, that's really good for stripping ends of wires, and it's very sharp. That's something I didn't realise the tool had for quite a while, but it's really good actually. And last but not least, in this side, we've got the saw. So there's no scissors with this rebar, which some people like, some don't. I personally do. But you get this nice saw instead, which has stood up to the test. It's good for when you're out and about in the woods doing little branches, things like that. It has stood up to the test, very sharp. So that goes back in, and on the other side, got the main blade, 2.9 inches, 420 high carbon, perhaps slightly small on it, so perhaps slightly on the small side for those who like their blades, but if you like their blades, you've probably got a flip knife or something separate. So as far as the tool goes, for a medium-sized multi-tool, absolutely not a problem, good blade, easy to sharpen. Put that one back in, and then you've got this trifecta here, which comes up in a 1er, and then you have to put what you don't need back down. So we've got large flathead, good precision machining, does everything you need of it. It's just a flathead screwdriver. Next one along, we've got the AWL with thread loop. Reasonably sharp blade on that. I don't use it, but supposedly you can stitch with it. I don't know, you might. Next one along finally, the smaller flathead, Good length on it, good reach, no problems with that. Again, Precision Machines would recommend. Finally, that side, we have the file. So we've got the wood file, we've got the metal file, and on the bottom there, the teeth do run, so it can be used as a bit of a hacksaw. So small bits of pipe can be cut with that. Although I expect if you're cutting pipe, you've probably got a hacksaw to hand. But good all the same. Thread loop as well if you need it, but lanyard around your neck. Sturdy. I don't use it because it goes in the sheath. Folds all nicely back together into the classic Leatherman box shape. Now, talking of sheaths, this one came with a nice leather sheath, nice and hard, well protected in there. I put it in fat end first to the bottom, click it closed, and then your belt can go through that section there. I can't get light through to show you. That's where the belt goes through there. And that hangs nicely on the belt, not too heavy, doesn't get in the way. If you're thinking of buying one of these, well, they've been around for about 7 years now. I think I got it for about 70 quid as a gift. Very good gift indeed. I think these go for about 85 now on Amazon, so if you're interested in getting aboard the rebar train, I'll leave a link below. Cheers.